How's it going, boss buddies? Now I thought it'd be fun to put together a list of my 5 top scents for sort of everyday wear. So scents, 5 scents that are sort of really versatile and good for absolutely anything. So whether it's going out, whether it's going to the office, or whether it's just going out in a t-shirt and jeans for the day. So here are my top 5 in just a second. So how's it going, boss buddies? As I said, I thought it'd be fun to put together a list of 5 of the most versatile fragrances. I've picked these out from all the ones that I've tried so far, and these are 5 fragrances that are good for absolutely anything. So whether you're going out for the evening, whether it's going to work, whether you're going out in a pair of in a t-shirt and jeans, pretty much these are 5 scents that are going to be versatile enough for absolutely any occasion at all. So even sort of smart and dressy events and stuff like that. So whether you're wearing them in summer or winter, these are 5 scents that absolutely nail it for absolutely anything that you're planning to do. So let's get started. Now before I get onto the top 5, just want to say if you haven't subscribed already to the channel, please do so below. Also don't forget to hit that notification bell as well. That way you'll keep up to date with any my new videos that are coming out. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well. You can find me at Luxury Fragrance Boss. So moving into the top 5. Now number 5 I picked out from a house that we all know really. It is in the niche category as most of my fragrances. But this is a house that very well known. It's pretty much where most people get their first luxurious fragrance from, and the house I'm talking about is Creed. Now I haven't picked sort of one of the more popular ones. One I've picked out for everyday wear or for any occasion wear. The one I'm going to go with is Creed Erolfa. This is actually one of my favorite fragrances from the house. This one is such a versatile fragrance. It's such a sort of clean, fresh, sort of nautical fragrance. It's sort of, I mean, this one's been inspired by sort of the love of sailing of the Creed family. This one's actually one of the few, well, it's the only one that's actually made up of some of the family's names. It stands for Erwin, Olivier, and Fabienne. So 3 of the family members, their names are actually in this one. And as I said, it pays homage to their love of sailing. So I mean, as you can imagine, this one smells very much like sort of the Mediterranean coastline. If you can imagine sailing, you've got sort of a little bit of salty air in the air, maybe some sort of citrusy sort of notes coming off the edge of the coast. But yeah, blended in, it just makes such a beautiful sort of fresh fragrance that's absolutely perfect for anything. In the summer, it's going to make you feel nice and cool. Even in the winter, you're going to sort of feel nice and fresh and very clean as well. So number 5, we've got Creed Erolfa. So moving on to number 4 now. Now these are 5 scents that I've really had to sort of think about whether they would be fantastic for every occasion. And so let's move on to number 4, and I hope you'll agree with me. I've gone with Boadicea the Victorious, and the one I'm going for is Imperial. Now I picked this out as a signature scent not that long ago, but this is just such a beautiful sort of classy fragrance. It's going to smell great if you're in the office. It's even going to smell great with just a t-shirt and jeans. It's just a sort of beautiful, very nice fragrance, very inviting fragrance. It's perfect for dating, like I say, for drinks in the evening, anything. Yeah, very sort of classy fragrance. Now, some of you disagree with me when I said it has the kind of vibe. It doesn't smell, I don't want this to be confused with smelling similar. It doesn't smell similar to Creed Aventus, but it got that similar vibe, and the fact that it does smell very classy. It's a little bit warmer, I would say, than Creed Aventus, and it's a little bit more unique. Creed Aventus, as many of you will agree with me, it's pretty much everywhere nowadays. There's so many different clones of it. It's so very much overdone. So for me, when I try to avoid putting it into a lot of top 5s because it's one that everybody knows of. It's obviously one of the most complimented fragrances out there, but I like to have something a little bit more unique, and I'm sure if you're a real fragrance lover like myself, then you'll completely agree with me, and you want to have something a little bit different, something that people haven't really smelled before. So I mean, Imperial definitely covers all those bases, it checks all those boxes. It's just a beautiful sort of fragrance. It's going to smell great in the winter, great in the summer, for absolutely every different occasion. As I said, it's got a similar vibe in the fact that it smells very classy. It does smell quite expensive, and it's just a wonderful, inviting and quite unique fragrance. But yeah, I mean, it's something this is one of those ones that just draws you in. I mean, when I wore this one, I did really enjoy it, and it is a very classy smelling fragrance, but perfect for absolutely every occasion. So in number 4, we got Imperial by Boadicea the Victorious. Moving into my top three, now this one comes from one of my favourite houses, and unfortunately I don't think it's available in a full bottle anymore. It is still available in the refill unless you can find a full bottle somewhere online. This is actually one of my favourite fragrances, and it's such a beautiful, clean, woody scent, and the one I'm talking about is Kilian's Sacred Wood. I absolutely love this one. This is one that as soon as I smell it, I just cannot, I really can't get enough of it. It's such a beautiful sort of clean sandalwood. There's a little bit of cedar in there as well. But I mean, this is one that I discovered when, this was one of my early discoveries when it came to the house of Kilian. It's one of the very first sort of one of the first Kilian samples that I ordered from Lucky Scent. And the day that I actually discovered it, I was actually out painting in the backyard, and I'd dabbed this on. And every now and then I was getting this waft of something absolutely stunning that I was like, oh, good God, what is that? And then it did actually take a few minutes, but then after a few minutes, I realized that smell was actually me, and I was falling in love with this fragrance. I still haven't treated myself to a full bottle yet. I do have about 3 sort of vials sitting around though, because I do love this one so much, and I just keep ordering it every now and then. This is one of my newer ones. As you can see, there's still loads in this one. And obviously I don't get the chance to wear my fragrances as much anymore because I'm testing out a lot of new ones and a lot of samples. Somebody just sent me a bunch, as you can see here. This is my bucket of samples that I've still got. I don't even see how full that is. They're the samples that I've still got to review yet, as well as these discovery sets as well. So and these are the ones that I have actually reviewed. So as you can see, as well as obviously all my own fragrances as well. So because of that, I don't sort of tend to sort of buy as many fragrances anymore. This is one that I will add to my collection. I'm hoping that I can find a full bottle of it, because I do love the Kilian bottles. That's something that I'm still looking for as well for my oh God, a Taste of Heaven. If any of you have got like a bottle for the Taste of Heaven, I'd love to sort of, obviously I'm going to pay you for it, but yeah, that's one that I'm dying to get the bottle for, because I've got the refill, and unfortunately I smashed the little spray that came with it. So I'm after a not a full bottle of the fragrance, but just the bottle alone. So if anyone's got one floating around, please let me know. Same goes with Sacred Wood as well, because I mean, you can get your hands on the refill. And this is such an amazing clean fragrance. This is definitely one that I want. For those of you that are looking for a wonderful, sort of really clean sandalwood scent, this is definitely one that I recommend. And again, this is smelly. It smells very classy. Perfect for, you know, like a white t-shirt, pair of jeans. Perfect if you're dressing up for the evening, because it's got that clean, sort of very classy smell to it. Perfect for day at the office as well. So I mean, it's just a wonderful clean fragrance. You're going to smell fresh anytime you're wearing this one, and you're also going to smell very classy as well. So in the top 3, going in at number 3 is Kilian's Sacred Wood. So into the top 2 now. It's quite hard for me to choose between these two. Now I did mention Aventus earlier. Don't worry, this one is not going to be Aventus, but it is one that does get compared to Aventus quite often in the. It's more so the opening than anything else, because once it dies down, or once it dries down, I should say, I think it does become a lot more unique. It's got a lot more depth to it, and I think it's a much more beautiful fragrance. Probably, as I said, because Aventus to me now is so overdone. I just smell much more unique scent when it comes to this one, and I'm talking about Cedrat Boise by Mancera. This one really is a wonderful sort of everyday, every occasion fragrance. I mean, as I said, it does open up very similar to Aventus, and I can see where people get the comparisons from there. But as I said, once it dries down to something very beautiful, and a little, not much more unique, but it is a little bit more unique. This also wonderful projection, great longevity. As with all the fragrances that I review, I would never recommend anything that doesn't have fantastic longevity and also great projection as well. I mean, most of these you're looking sort of fair projection. I'd say probably sort of between 2 and 3 feet for these top 4 here. My number 1 is a little bit stronger, but definitely one that's an absolute stunner. But back to Cedrat Boise. As I said, this one's quite unique. Definitely in the dry down, it dries down. It's quite hard to explain it really, because it is a wonderful, classy smelling fragrance. It is similar to Aventus, but it's different enough to make it sort of a bit more unique. But yeah, a very, very beautiful fragrance that's wonderful for absolutely any occasion, as is Aventus as well. But like I say, I prefer something a bit more unique. So in number 2, we've got Cedrat Boise by Mancera. So coming in at the top spot is one that I've recently added to my collection, just a little bottle because it was an absolute steal and I couldn't say no to it when my wife was ordering my bottle of Boronda from Nascimato. She was ordering from Selfridges and I'd spotted this one, so I actually caught her doing the ordering and I asked her to add this one into it. As much as I love Boronda, I do think it is kind of an everyday fragrance. It's not something that I think would suit every occasion because of its booziness. But the one I'm talking about is, I'm sure some of you would know if you follow me on Instagram, but it's Molecule number 1. This one here I just think is absolutely mind-blowing. This is perfect, so perfect for absolutely any occasion at all. It's very, very unique, and what makes it even more unique is the fact that it smells different on pretty much everybody. This one's made up of one simple ingredient, which is Iso E Super, which is used in other fragrances to sort of boost the power of them. So this one, it has got a certain sense of it. This doesn't work for everybody, I should point out. Really, with the Molecules range, you've really got to try them for yourself, because I mean, you got 1, 2, 3 and 4, the 4 different molecules, and some will work for you, some of them maybe not. This one really does work for me. This one really projects off of me. Now, what I mean by it is very different for everybody. This will smell very, very different on me to how it does on anyone else, which is why I put this in my top 5 signature scents as well. Or top 10 signature scents, which I did recently. But this really is a wonderful fragrance. If it works for you, it's wonderful for absolutely any occasion. This is one, funny enough, some of these that you can't smell yourself. Molecule 4 I cannot smell. I can smell it a tiny bit. It's very, very weak out the bottle, but when I wore it, my wife could barely smell it either. Now, my wife can't smell this one, but it projects on her like nobody's business, which is why she thinks it's one of the most perfect fragrances for her. Now, I don't think this bottle, it's just the 30ml one, which I think was £35, which, as I said, was an absolute steal, which is why we decided to pick it up. But yeah, this one here, it just, for me, it projects like crazy, and what makes it perfect is the fact that I say it does smell very, very different on everyone. So it's definitely, I'd say, definitely get the samples, try them all out for yourself, see which one really works for you. Out the 4, I think most people would agree with me that this is the best one, of course, if it works for them. I know I've got a couple of my subscribers this one doesn't really work for, because they've mentioned in previous videos, I believe, Jim, you know this one doesn't work for you. But yeah, I mean, this is such a wonderful, simple fragrance. One that I'm definitely going to wear it very, very soon. I'm actually going out for a friend's birthday drink on Friday, so I'm probably going to wear it then. It's a toss-up between this and Boronda, because I've not had the chance to wear either one of them yet, although I do have my Clive Christians as well, so it's going to be tough for me to make that choice. But that's my top 5 when it comes to most versatile scents. I hope you really enjoyed that. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe below, as I said earlier. Thank you for all of you that have subscribed to my channel so far. I really, really appreciate your support. And a massive shout out as well to my Instagram follower, Downtown, I believe it's Downtown 614, who sent me a whole bunch of samples, which you would have seen on Instagram. Thank you so much for that. I know he enjoys my reviews, so I hope I've done you proud, and I hope I'll be doing you proud when I do a lot of the Bruno Fazzolari ones that I know you're very fond of, which is the whole idea of you sending me some samples in the first place. So thank you so much for that. Don't forget, I will be doing the Rolex giveaway very, very soon. Oh, actually, saying about that, my friend's actually on the island on Friday, so it's going to be tough for me to do that, but I will find a way of getting it to the States or to Canada very, very soon, either way. So whether one of my friends on a ship can take it or not, we'll see. But yes, I will be doing that very, very soon. I hope to be doing that one this weekend, which I'll look at. So look out for the Rolex Cologne review, and that's when I'll be doing the giveaway. Other than that, stay smelling fantastic. I look forward to seeing you very, very soon. And thank you so much for watching. As I said, please let me know your thoughts down below.